We are on what, day 2 post-op? Day 2 post-op. And I gotta get it how I live it. Coming home. Let's see. I think we can probably start here because, oh no, y'all know it hates to let me live, but my phone's dying because my kid had the charger all night. I'm gonna assume this is clean. I'm gonna use that anyways. I'm trying to get something done. I'm trying to make these chicken thighs that have been sitting here all damn, what, week? It's been sitting here for like 3 days, I promise. So they're still good, but today is gonna be like the ass end of when I would cook them after being thawed, even though they've been refrigerated. So okay, get this out. Surprise, surprise. I'm gonna make chicken thighs. They need to be seasoned, roasted, and put up for about 400 degrees for 40 minutes. I may or may not keep on the live that long. I don't know. I have not the slightest clue. This guy hurry up and get done. Y'all know the rules. Y'all know what this is. Okay, so I'm just gonna let that go out right there. Both of these before I actually start the damn cooking process. I washed this yesterday, so it should be clean, but we're gonna put it up, put it out the way for now. Move this out the way for now. My nieces, or niece, just one, she, boop, 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 hello, hello, Brandon, what's going on? Made breakfast this morning. I'm not exactly sure what it was, because I haven't got donuts, so. But if you remember yesterday, I did the whole kitchen yesterday. But when things get used daily, they gotta be maintained daily. So that's all we're doing right now. And I gotta get these counters clean. Boy, I tell you, last night I took off, well, I wouldn't say I took it off, because the problem was that the wrapping they put on my wound site, it was falling off at the top. So I had to, even though they said to keep it on for 5 days. That's crazy. I literally just moved this yesterday. But anyways, even though they said to keep it on for 5 days, there's no way I was going to be able to keep it on for 5 days because it was literally falling apart. And if you guys could see just how bad it was, you'd be like, what the hell? Literally just falling apart. Falling right off my ear. So I had to go to Walgreens and get new bandages. It hurt like hell trying to fix. These are the donuts I bought this morning. Trying to fix the, move that. Trying to fix the wrapping, and I wouldn't say I made it worse, but I will say like it's painful, and I'll be glad when I get it all the way off. But I was able to see like what it was looking like underneath there, And I'm not gonna lie, even though it looks obviously better than it did before, I feel like the guy did a hack job. See? Oh no, you can't see because I've got tape over here and this over there. So I know I'm looking crazy. I'm feeling crazy. I'm in a lot of pain. But what's your girl supposed to do about that? Can't do much about that. And I forgot what I even titled this. Hello y'all, hello y'all. I'm just trying to get this done so I can make this chook on. Okay. We're washing this, the dish rack, and then we're gonna get some damn dishes in it. And I will start with hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday, y'all. I knew I wanted to go live today, but I didn't know what I wanted to do when I went live. I was thinking I would do some crafts, start on the Easter baskets, and show you how I was going to customize them. I got 2 baskets from Dollar Tree, one for my baby, even though she's 5, that's my baby, and one for my niece who's almost 2. So I have their baskets and a couple of things to put in those baskets, but not nearly enough. I'm thinking like a custom Easter shirt. So I was going to show you guys where to get cute Easter designs, as well as hi, as well as like Powder Cricket. I bought puff vinyl, but I don't have any blanks right now to make that. And since I'm heavily medicated, I guess, hey Chris, hi. It's not like I was gonna drive to the store to get it. And I want to go to Hobby Lobby because they seem to have a better selection of like kid size shirts in different colors, and they've got like the Easter colors and stuff going on right now. But Hobby Lobby is obviously closed on Sundays, so I think I'll save that for tomorrow's live because I won't be going to work, not tomorrow at least. So you know, maybe I'll do that. And I had no intentions of cooking today, but your girl is hungry. I gotta make something. I can't keep buying fast food. What did you do today? Go to church? No, I did not go to church. Look, y'all. I still got all this going on. All this going on. It looks crazy. It feels crazy, baby. Like, and I don't really go to church anyways, if I'm being honest. My husband was saying we should start, and it doesn't sound like a bad idea, to be honest. Everybody needs Jesus in their life. And here I am talking about celebrating Easter, but you don't go to church. I would never go to church on Easter right now, but since I don't go to church any other time. But if I were to start going to church, I think I could do it after Easter. But he said that a couple of weeks ago. I don't think it's a bad idea to revel in the Lord. You know, if that makes sense. Christmas. Okay. But like, it was my nephew's 18th birthday yesterday, so the guys went out, they went shooting. And they stayed out at my mother-in-law's house because she lives close to the place. They'll be back later on. Yeah. And then, like I said, I'm recovering from this surgery. I took the original bandaging off on this side because it was pulling my hair. Every time I turned my head, it was hurting. Like the tape was all the way down here. And I got to look at how it looked, and it looks crazy. I just learned how to green screen in yesterday's live, so maybe when I get done doing this and my hands are dry, I'll show you what it's looking like, because it's looking crazy. And it's so painful. Oh yeah, I do. I have a Bible that I do read. I do stay prayed up. But, you know, growing up, my grandma never went to church. And she's a highly religious woman. She just read her Bible and she seemed all right. So that's kind of what I do. I believe in the Lord. Yes. He blesses me each and every day. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Well, did you go to church today? How was it? Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, friend. What is it? MV, what are you talking about? What's my life? Yeah, this is my life. I'm talking to you about my life. Stay and listen. Don't say, don't listen. I do not care. Okay. And this pan, that the grease is finally out of. I was gonna put a Walmart order in today, but I didn't feel like it. What's going on? Is something wrong with it? What's wrong? Yeah, this is my life, baby. What's going on in your life? Huh? What you got going, buddy?
Mommy, good.
I'm about to. I have the oven preheated, but this done out the way. Chicken rice, gravy, I don't know. It's a little early, but I do not want to have to order fast food. That's really what this is all about. Okay. Someone bought Pokemon cards, and I bought all his cards. Okay, how old are you, Chris? I'm only asking because I've seen a lot of people at Walmart. They had a whole line dedicated just to people buying Pokemon cards. I didn't know that was a thing. Maybe I'm out of touch. Oh, a nice stroller. Okay, that's nice. Everybody's got to have some kind of hobby, you know?
Mommy,
What, babe?
you doing?
I'm preparing to make. Oh, I don't need help with this, babe. Ask Andrea to come here. All right. So, I'm gonna bake these chicken thighs, and I'm gonna move you guys over to the other side of the kitchen now that this area is cleared, to show you what I've got going on. Boom, boom, boom. I have a Pokemon YouTube channel. Oh, okay, cool. Love to hear it, love to hear it.
Oh, check it out. Yeah.
Alana, go put the suitcase back. That's not very. She loves to complain at Alana.
Sorry, guys.
Can you? Oh, soup this for me. Soup this. Okay. So, let's see. Just this whole little area right here. Okay. I'm gonna make my chicken thigh mix. What time is it? It's 2:30. So I know it's a little early, but what can I say? Let me wash this out. Okay, it's 2:30. It's 2:30. I will subscribe as soon as I get off the live. So I'm gonna make my chicken thigh mix here. It's just gonna consist of a little olive oil. Who the fuck's been using all my hash browns? Hash browns. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, let's get these. Oh, North Carolina is so pretty. Okay, so we're just gonna take the thighs out so we can rinse them out, and then we're gonna pat. This is a little baby thigh. Pat them dry. I didn't want to touch these with my hands, but I'm moving pretty fast because I'm hungry. Just baked chicken.
Oh.
All right. Let's see. I think somebody has my turkey thighs out, turkey necks out. I don't know. What dip are you doing this? That's not her. Okay. So we're gonna rinse these. 5:30. Yes, that makes sense. The 3-hour time difference. Sorry. If I get good up underneath the table. There's a lot of dunk on the thighs. Gotta get them off. Gotta get them off. I think I'm just gonna make rice with this. And then dry them off. And I meant to show you the mix. Who was that tall girl that said hi? Tell her to come real quickly. Okay, am I reading? I feel like I'm not reading this correctly. This is my daughter, the tall girl that's, I think that's what they said. Come here, say hi.
Hello.
Show us those beef curtains. What are beef curtains? I really don't know. It's a bunch of guys on this live. Get out of here. Not you, them. I'm drying off the chicken thighs. But anyways, like I was saying, somebody's doing something with these turkey necks, and I'm almost positive that they're mine. But like I was saying in the live yesterday, people will do that. Just start using your shit and don't ask. That's fine. Or replace. That's fine. Oh, that's nice. I'm just drying. She's a fucking child. You didn't hear me tell you that this is my daughter?
What are they saying?
Does she got a man?
Oh,
Like,
yes.
what the hell?
Yes, I do.
But aside from that, like, how old are you, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyways, I got the olive oil, boom, right here. And then I'm going to get a fork and grab the seasonings that I'm going to just mix into the olive oil, which is going to be some onion powder. You're 10. Why are you on a cooking live? Some garlic powder. Boop, 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 boop. Where's my paprika? I'll use some pepper.
Oh, no.
Yeah, babe, thanks.
Okay, well.
A little bit of pepper. Look at cute girls. Like, she's gonna hardly ever be on the cooking live. She's normally in the comments, but I think she's busy today. Some Slap Your Mama. Throw a little Italian seasoning in the mix. There's the paprika. Love the paprika. I might throw in a little chili powder. I don't know. If I can find it, I certainly will. Here's some chili powder. It's not the open one, though. I know we have an open one. But, She is a child. Why are you so worried about her? She's a child. She's just a child. We're mixing it up. We're going to pat it over these chicken thighs that I'm just going to go through one more time to make sure they're nice and dry, because otherwise it won't stick. And that's what we need. And I'm going to put my gloves on to do it because I don't want my hands getting stained. Where are my gloves? Thank you. I told her that, but I don't think she's interested in a 10-year-old friend. Although I do have a 10-year-old daughter. Certainly not interested. I can tell you that right now. I can tell you that right now. All right, so I'm gonna put these on as I massage the chicken wings in. Chicken wings, chicken legs. Here they go. Ooh, ooh. There we go. And we're just gonna massage that in. I could have used a little more. I will use a little more seasoning. Not oil, but definitely seasoning. Let me take this one off. Yeah. Because that's not looking good at all. Please, what? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Yes. Okay. All right. I really don't like cooking, having all this shit going on with my face and ear. But I guess I don't have a choice. That's why I'm doing it. And where did that paprika go? Right here. Right here. I want my baked chicken to have a little bit of... I need a better storage solution. No, she can't. No, she can't, Chris. No, she can't. Okay. Then I'm going to put them in the baking pan. They're going to be squished in there and not really give off the roasted vibe that I was going for, but that's fine. I guess. These things are not looking how I want them to look. That's nice, Chris. They're like barely seasoned. You see that? What's going on? Am I missing something? I've been kind of out of it since I got done with this damn surgery. So maybe I'm messing something up. Maybe I'm forgetting something. Maybe I'm not doing enough of something. I really don't care, to be honest, though. I just want to not have to pay for something to eat today because I've been eating out a lot. A lot of Panera, a lot of Sonic. Okay. Maybe I'll sprinkle the top. I probably needed my bigger pan. I think this is gonna, yeah. Bye, Chris. I'll go check out your Pokemon. I definitely needed a bigger pan. But that's okay. Like I said, this isn't for everyone. It's just for me to have something made so I don't have to go out and eat fast food. I can just boop, 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 and they'll shrink in here. Let me put this in the water. And I'll show you here. Boop. Right here. Boop. The chicken, how it's looking. It's looking real light skinned, y'all. So I'm gonna season the top, just sprinkle the top. Maybe that'll help me feel a little better about it. I don't know. Put some color on it, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna put a little butter in here. I think I have some thyme or some rosemary that I'll probably throw in here too. Some aromatics. Pleasant evening, O'Neill Potter. I hope I'm saying that right. All right, so let's see. Is it? Oh no, it's dill. All right, fuck it. But where's my baton? Where's my baton? Oh, my butter's all the way in the back. Drea! Drea! Will you bring me a butter?
Huh?
Will you bring me a butter? A butter.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so she's gonna bring me that, and then I'm gonna throw that in the oven, call it a day. Thank you, thank you. Where's the hair color? Huh? All right, so I'm gonna put a couple pats of butter just on top, just throwing it in there. Not too much, not too much, not too much. All right, there. We'll do that and then cover it up with some aluminum foil. I already have the oven preheating, and this is just gonna go in there for literally 40 minutes, and about 20 minutes into that 40 minutes, I think I'm gonna do rice. So let's call that a day. Let's wash this, let's wash this, let's wash that. What do you guys think, rice? Okay. And then wipe up this stove because I'm done using it. Where are we at, guys? Where are we at, guys? Yes, I'm baking chicken. It's just chicken thighs. And I think what I'm going to do is also make, I know I'm like way too close, rice with it. I'm not trying to do too damn much. I'm not in the mood to do too much. Even though yesterday it might have seemed like I was amped up. I wasn't. When I did the kitchen yesterday, I said I was going to make this cheesecake. But it's just box cheesecake. And I didn't get around to doing it, but I don't want it sitting around much longer. So I'm probably going to make that right now too, while I have the energy. It's very simple stuff. So I don't need the charger anymore, so I can move you around some more. But I used the mix, the filling a couple of weeks ago. I think over the Super Bowl is when I used the mix. Let me make sure there's no, and there is, but I'll handle that tomorrow. This Jell-O, no, I don't have energy for that. You see, I'm in pain and recovering. But I just have the step 1 and the step 2, and this little pan that we're gonna be using. And then I bought this because I used the filling last time. But this time when I make it, instead of using it as just a topping, I'm gonna mix it into the mix. So, really easy. 2 tablespoons of sugar, 4 tablespoons of butter melted. So we're gonna get that started with some milk, and then we're gonna do crust, sugar, and butter. I'm gonna take you through the steps with me. So we're gonna need 2 tablespoons of sugar. Let me get my tablespoons out. Okay, 2 tablespoons of sugar and 4 tablespoons of butter. Which might just be the rest of the butter in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. And we got to melt the butter. And I don't know if I've told you guys this before, if you guys know this, but you can't just throw a whole hunk of butter. What's your favorite food? Home cooked food. Oh, I had keloids. I'm about to start talking to you guys about that in a minute, but I just have them removed for like the 50th millionth time. Hold on. I was talking about the butter. You got to cut up your butter if you're going to microwave it, because if you leave it like a whole chunk, it'll start popping and splattering, and we don't want that, okay? We just want it melted, cut into pieces and melted. And then we take out these breakfast bowls. What time is it? 2:50. So 40 minutes from now, the chicken should be done. I'm going to melt this in 30-second intervals. And then we need the crust mix. I need a bowl for this. We'll just use this one. So step 1, combine the melted butter, sugar, and the crust mix, and then we're gonna put it into this container. I think I do like it, but I'm not sure when the last time I had it was. And then I think I'll do 20 seconds to make sure that finishes melting. And all we need for this part is a fork. So we see the mix here. Or would you prefer to be turned around? Yep, now it's popping. This is what I didn't want, but it's what we got. Oh, let me put the plates back in. Like I said, my niece has made and 2 tablespoons of sugar. I don't know. Okay. This is the sugar. I just need 2 tablespoons. Obviously somebody was using it because it's all over the place. 1, 2 tablespoons of sugar. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Okay. All right. And then the butter. I just had a fork. Okay, and now we're gonna mix. I love cooking, plus was a chef at my first job. That's cool. Okay, we're gonna put that in there and pour that out. And this is just the crust. Okay, Walker, I have a feeling you're a troll, but you can ask the questions, friend. Go ahead. I'm just a home cook. I'm not professional in any way, shape, form, or fashion. And I think I want to use my actual cheesecake pan for this, but I don't, because I don't feel like having all those dishes. So if you can see here, I feel like it's not my issue anymore. Yeah. Okay. I was with a girl 15 years ago, and she's having twins with my granddaddy. She's saying I got to send money in a few weeks. She was taking him to appointments at Pokemon. What do I do? Ignore. That's what you do. Duh. Ain't your goddamn problem. Do 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 do. So we want it grainy, just like this. And then we're gonna put it at the bottom of this pan and flatten it out, just like that. I actually, damn, this is thick. Maybe I could have, Well, I was trying to use up. I'm just pressing it in. Let me show you guys. I feel like that'd be best. Let me just show you guys. Let me move this over and show you guys what's going on. So I can't see the comments anymore because I flipped the camera over so you guys can see what it is I'm doing. I guess I could have brought it up on the edges a little more, like up here. There's certainly enough crust in here. Maybe I'll do that, but I also want an even bottom. Anyways, now we're moving on to step 2, which is to mix this, which is the filling, with 1.5 cups cold milk. But I'm gonna rinse this off first because I don't want to use multiple. So we're just gonna move this to the side, which will be over there, and get my hand mixer out. The only thing about that is I don't know where my whatchamacallits are. My stand mixer thingies. I'm looking for them right now, and they're not where they, Andrea, not where they usually are. Where's my stand mixer thingies? Not stand, where are my thingies to this? Okay, I found them. Like, this is not where they go though. Okay, my hand mixer. I keep calling it, oh, can you get me the milk out since you're over there?
Did you need a lot of milk? Just a little bit.
I just need the milk out.
Okay.
Okay, so again, I can't see the comments, y'all, because I am trying. I have the camera. No, I don't need that. Trying to angle you all in this way. Then let me get 1.5 cups of milk. 1.5 cups. This is probably just enough. But if not, who knows? Perfect. Looks like just enough. And we're gonna mix this with mix this with on high, low for 30, and then high for 3 minutes. Okay. There we go. So here we go. Even though this doesn't feel low. I'm gonna set a timer for 20 seconds. Can y'all see? All right, so that was 30 seconds there, and now we're going to do it on medium speed for 3 minutes. But let me set a timer for 3 minutes. And I wonder if I can freeze the I'm definitely gonna have to do some wiping down of these appliances. It feels like a long time, 3 minutes to be doing this. If you're just watching me do this, thank y'all. Then I'm gonna fold in some of this pie filling and topping and layer it over the top. Layer it over the top. I really need to squeeze down. Okay, now I can get back. There's no new comments, but okay, hey y'all. I can actually feel it getting thicker. We've got about a minute left. And I have some fresh strawberries too, but I don't know if they're still good. They've been in the refrigerator for about a week. And I haven't, and they're in the very back part where it's like so cold it starts freezing things. So I don't know. I really don't know if they're still good. I might have to throw them away. 40 seconds of this left. $30 seconds. Well, a little under 30. All right, so our timer just went off. All right. Now I'm going to open this up and spoon some of this in here. Let me clean the top off though. Now I've never done it like this before. I don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea. It's just an ideal. Because this pack usually comes with, I think it'll be fine. Again, let me show you guys what I'm making. I just didn't have the topping to it because I used it the last time I made this. And this is what the inside of that looks like. Let me move this so you can see. And I'm gonna put, oh, maybe 2 spoonfuls. I wanna get some strawberries though. All right, and let's mix it in and see. Okay, girl, that's not so bad. Okay, yeah. All right, perfect. And the rest can be a topping, but let's take this off. I think it's a success, y'all. I think it's gonna be successful. Oops. Lana! That's how my dirty video. Please out the way. All right, and so then I need something to scrape it out the pan with. What time did I say we started the Get your shoes up, babe. They're over here. Put them in your room.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, honey, you make
This is looking great, great, great. And we're just gonna, what, babe?
You're making. You're making.
I kind of want it to feel like a swirl instead of dyeing the whole cheesecake red, you know?
You make.
I'm making cheesecake, babe.
Oh, yummy.
Yeah, it's yummy. You're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
And then
I will eat it.
yeah, you're gonna eat it.
Okay, bye.
Bye. I should have used my cheesecake pan, but I was trying to get rid of. I could have put more of the strawberries in, but it's fine. Nobody's stripping that. You either get a strawberry in your chunk or you don't. Because we are going to have the topping. Okay. Like I said, I've never tried it like this before. I normally just use what comes in the packet and follow those instructions closely, but why not experiment? All right. Oops. Uh-oh. I would eat that, but the counter's kind of dirty. So let's see. Next time I do this, I think I'm going to do it with Fruity Pebbles. My niece was asking me for that. I'll call her over so she can pick up her slice. Okay, and I have no idea what happened to that. Oh, here's the spoon. Hold on. Now it says to refrigerate this, I think, for at least an hour. Now I'm just gonna put this as like the topping, and it doesn't have to be perfect or nothing. Oh no, I think I was supposed to put the topping on last. Damn it. Okay, I think the topping was supposed to go on last. But again, who is it hurting? It's not hurting nobody to be on first, I guess.
Oh, it's yummy.
Yeah, yummy. So we're just gonna finish putting it on the top. This is how we're looking, guys. How's it looking? Let's bring you down a little bit. Now I'm gonna cover it with aluminum foil. Plastic wrap, not aluminum foil. I'm gonna cover it with plastic wrap and refrigerate it for a couple of hours. There we go. Just like that. Ugh. I'm not sure how I can store that. The rest of that, it could probably just go in plastic like this, and I could use it for something else throughout the week. Maybe a quick pie filling. I don't know. A personal pie filling. Maybe go pick up a pre-made filling from the refrigerator section. and make like those 50-cent pies. Okay. Let me read these instructions. I think, yeah, I was supposed to wait to do the filling, but that's fine. All right. Uh-oh. I just got to do my dishes. But I can turn you around town this time because I know you guys don't want to stare at a dirty sink. Not that the sink's dirty, but the dishes. Refrigerate for 1 hour. Okay.
Cool.
I'm just gonna dry these dishes off with a paper towel so there's room for the dishes I'm about to put in there. I hope you can't hear this background music. I'm not trying to get no strikes or nothing. I'm not saying that. That should be enough. Enough space for here at least. While I wash these, because these are just bowls, so they can sit on top of everything else. But anyways, so like I was telling you, I got these keloids removed, and I've changed the bandage last night, even though this doctor said to keep it on for 5 days, which sounds a little excessive to me, but I'm not a doctor. But the bandage was falling apart, so I did have to change it because obviously he wants something to protect it for at least 5 days, but I managed to get a good look at how it's looking, and it looks terrible. I'm not even gonna hold you. It looks real bad, real gruesome. But I'll show you. I think, what time did I say it was when I started doing that? I'm gonna have to go back and watch this live. It wasn't 58, I don't think. Was it? Or was it 48? 50? 40, 50? I don't remember. And I don't think anybody's here from when I checked the time either. Now it's time to fill in the kitchen. It's for the chicken thighs. I think I'm gonna just make some rice. Okay. Okay. I guess Walker moved on. I didn't have time for his shenanigans. People just get on your lives and start trolling. Okay, let me wipe this counter down. Hi, Mama.
Hi.
Wipe this counter down. What I'm doing is I'm finna go back into the room. Because I'm done out here. Like I said, mine. People take it out. Not ask. Not replace. Alana, put your shoes in the room, please. Alicia! Come get your shoes. Put them in the room. Thank you. Quickly, quickly. All right. I do not want that. I do not need that. My phone is charged. I meant to go clean out my Stanley. So I'm going to show you guys what my ears look like before I got the surgery. If you weren't on the live yesterday, which most of you probably weren't, I'm just going to give you the backstory. This is so irritating, especially when I start sweating. Like, because I'm not supposed to take it off for 5 days. But in 2003, 2004, I went and got my ears pierced. Well, I didn't go and get my ears pierced, but me and my friend group, we were all at one girl in particular's house, and her mom decided like she was going to give us piercings. Fine by me. That's fine. What is that? Is that? Oh, that's the other bandana. Okay. I'm wearing this one because this is like huge to keep it in place over there. But let me get the green screen going. Hold on, because I just learned how to green screen. But I want to get closer. I want to bring this down some too, but I don't know how. Okay, so she's a piercing gun, right? She wasn't a professional at all. She just used a piercing gun. And I already had my front, ears pierced. So they were my second ear holes and the top ear hole over there. And within like 2 years, but like way within 2 years, I had noticed I was getting the little bumps, and I thought they were piercing bumps, which, if you don't know the difference between keloids and piercing bumps, is the piercing bumps are like treatable, and they're like pus filled. You can get rid of those real easy with tender love and care. But the keloids are scar tissue. So when you're not, when you're like healing, you're just overdeveloping the scar tissue, right? And so it never stopped growing. The only thing I could do was get them removed, which eventually I did. No, shut the door. But they were always small, they were never that big. So it took me a while to like start getting them removed, but they came back worse every time I got them removed. I've had them removed a zillion times, but each time I would get them removed, I would go to a dermatologist. We do in office. He'd, give me local anesthesia and just cut them off. And it would be weird to hear that, like the sawing and stuff, and you could like feel the blood running down your neck. And they would close it up certain ways. Like some doctors would close it up with stitches. Some doctors would cauterize it, which is where they like burn it, the wound, after they cut it off. And it was always very small. They were small then, so like you can never see them from the front, excuse me, and like the site of where they would cut it off would be small. But anyways, this is what they looked like the last time. After I started letting them do the not the keloid shots, the steroid shots. Baby, look how big they were from the side. Can you see? That's one. So you can see at the top, I don't have an ear. Basically, I didn't have an ear. It's completely deformed. The keloids were out of control, very painful, and I think I have a different angle for you. Boom. Let's get that different angle right there. Y'all see that? These things were huge. So they I don't know, I probably should have went to a plastic surgeon instead of a general surgeon, because I feel like this guy tore my ear up. I don't even think he got the whole, I don't know, because I haven't seen it all. But like this part here, like this part here in between like the two, can I draw on it to show you? I don't know, let me see. Okay, no, I can't. Okay, anyways, the bigger parts I know are gone, but that middle part, like, I think he left that there. I don't think he did the whole thing. But that's what they look like from the side. And then from the front, like I was saying, you couldn't even tell on one side that I had a keloid. Like in this picture, you can clearly see that I have a keloid. But in there, you can barely see that I have the keloids. On the other side, it's just one. But this one's the top and bottom. And so now, last night, I'm gonna make it real quick for you. When I took the bandages off, that's what it looked like. Very gruesome. Again, okay, and we're done with the green screen. If you saw that, you're very lucky to have seen that, because I'm not gonna show it again. It is so painful. So I'm recovering from that right now. And what I could see from when it looked like he just, I don't know, cut into my ear, not just the keloid, but like my actual ear. And I feel jacked up. It feels jacked up. I'm like, what in the world? This side's fine. This side doesn't exude any pain. This side at the bottom doesn't exude any pain. And I think that's because it was hanging so low. All he had to do was cut skin. But at the top, it hurts. I'm not even going to hold you. It hurts real bad. But, yeah. So hopefully, they don't grow back. They did general anesthesia this time, so I was asleep the whole time. I really don't know what they did, how long it took. But I do know after I took those bandages off, I could see that, like, ugh, it looked like a hack job. That man didn't know what he was doing. But I'm so grateful that they're gone, because no matter how bad of a job he did, I know it's gonna look better than it did when I didn't have an ear. Like, I couldn't even hear out of my ear. Can you like imagine that? Like, look, it completely covered my ear. I could not hear out of the right side of my ear because it was always covered, you know. So I'm very glad to have them gone. I'm very glad to not be so self-conscious about the way it looks. You know, I'm very glad that I'll be able to. I felt monstrous, like a monster. People would point, kids would laugh. It was terrible. People would ask questions. Look at these things. I'm so glad they're gone. And do you see that stretch? Like, it was really tearing me up. But it's been 2 days since I had the operation, and they were late too. It took them like an hour and a half to get to me. But after my scheduled surgery time to actually start the damn surgery. But yeah, so that's what I've got going. But in the meantime, in between time, I don't have much to talk about. I just want to show you guys me doing what I normally do, going into the kitchen, straightening it up after other people, cooking, cleaning up after myself, and preparing for this dinner. I can't wait till I'm able to take these bandages off. Lord Jesus, sweet baby Jesus, because I can't even shower or wash my hair because I'm supposed to keep it dry, and there's like blood all in my hair, just the backside of it. So I don't know, but obviously you guys aren't going to be around for, it's been at least 20 minutes. So I think I maybe have like 10 more minutes on the chicken thighs. But anyways, y'all not gonna stick around for that. I'm gonna start with rice, and then I think with the chicken juice that's left over in the pan, because there will be some, I'm gonna make some gravy and call it a day. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.